we have a new legendary Stasis Sidearm that tagged along with a new Season 15 Iron Banner event, the Peacebond. And guys, I have to say this sidearm brought back some real sidearm memories. It's a 491 RPM sidearm, much like the Traveler's Judgment, which was my favourite before it got sunset back in year 3. Now if this wasn't a kinetic sidearm, I would have honestly thought this was a recreation of that Traveler's Judgment, because it is an adaptive frame sidearm, so it does shoot a 3-round burst, and this thing just destroys. It has almost the exact, if not similar stats of Travelers, but with this thing it is a kinetic stasis sidearm with some new stasis perks which got introduced this season. So guys, my name is Divide and we're here breaking down the new Iron Banner Sidearm, Peacebond, in Season of the Lost. We'll look at how it performs, the roles, the god rolls for both PvE and PvP, and all that good stuff. So without further delay, hit that subscribe and drop a rating, and let's start. So firstly, the way of course you get this weapon is by completing Iron Banner matches, handing in those Iron Banner bounties and tokens at the vendor. And just quickly as always before we do dive deeper, if you do enjoy these videos, there is a playlist linked below for more awesome weapons and godroll breakdowns if you want to see it more. Now the Peacebond sidearm does have some pretty good initial stats, and one of those good stats is the stability and the overall handling of the weapon. The reload speed does drag behind slightly, which isn't terrible and you can work with that, but if you're using this in PvE where you do have a ton of adds to kill, you will notice that delay of reloading and you might feel like other weapons could do a much better job. But considering this is a stasis sidearm, it does have some pretty cool unique perks that will benefit us in all types of activities, and we'll get to that very shortly. But for this being a sidearm in the connect slot, I have to say it's one good sidearm, and I'm pretty surprised this is actually performing really well. But there are some rules that you can get to make this stupidly OP with some builds. But taking a look at those initial stats, we do have a base impact of 75, range of 90, stability of 81, which is really good for a sidearm, handling of 55, reload speed of 36, not great, but an aim assist of 69 and a left bounce direction. Overall, these stats are really good and definitely up there with that Traveler's Judgment, so if you were a fan of that weapon like myself, then you will love this one as well. But moving on to the rolls, what sort of rolls can we get for this thing? So the rolls we do have in that third slot are Tunnel Vision, Subsistence, Pulse Monitor, Killing Wind, Rangefinder, and Under Pressure. But in that fourth slot we have Surrounded, Swashbuckler, Demolitionist, Harmony, Snapshot Sights, and Headstone, which is a new stasis perk. Now the rolls you'll want will depend on what you're looking to achieve. For PvP, I would go with maximising that range because the base stats of everything else are good enough as they are, so I'd personally go with Hammerforged Rifling and then Accurized Rounds. Then for the first trait, I'll choose Tunnel Vision or Rangefinder, because if you had Tunnel Vision, once you get that first kill, your next one is going to be so much easier with that faster ADS. But anyhow, in that final slot, I'd go with either Harmony or Headstone. Harmony can be amazing if you pair it with a shotgun or sniper, as you will get that increased damage, and Headstone could be really good to pair with Stasis. I haven't actually used Headstone, but I'd be interested to hear what you guys think of it, but this one does sound pretty good from what I've seen, and it looks to be one of the best perks in the game currently. Now for PvE, the rules I'd go with would be more on the reload and DPS side, so I'd go with Hammerforged Rifling, Tactical Mag, Subsistence and Surrounded, Swashbuck or Demo. All of those perks are great for PvE. Subsistence and Surrounded would be my personal favourite, but if you've got a good grenade build like a Warlock Stasis turret build, then having Demolitionist would be pretty good. However, those masterworks you want would be range for PvP and reload speed for PvE in my opinion, but range wouldn't hurt in PvE because in harder content you really don't want to be in your enemy's face all the time or you will just get yourself killed. But at the same time you don't want to be too far away for that damage fall off from the range. Also to note that sidearms do have champion mods this season, so the sidearm is a perfect choice to use if you want something different to try out, but overall I do strongly recommend this sidearm in PvE. It's good in PvP, but me and sidearms in PvP just do not go well together. But if that works for you, then it's all good, because it's not a bad sidearm in PvP, but I'd personally use this in PvE because for me, I just couldn't get my shots to register in PvP. But that could just be my awful aim. Anyway, give me your thoughts on this new Iron Banner sidearm because I would love to hear what you think. So guys, that is all for this quick Peacebond sidearm godroll and weapon breakdown video. Next, you want to go check out the playlist for more like this, and of course, definitely give this one a try and tell me what you think. But for now, grind out that Iron Banana, and I'll see you soon for the next video.